So we spoke the other day about A Different World and its sequel, and the trailer's out.
It is. It is. We're getting close to release dates coming out on the 24th of September. And the trailer is out. It's cute. I like it. I was into it. It made me think about Homecoming. I don't know if you know this show, but CW has the series All American, and then they did the spin-off that was called Homecoming. All the same creators. I love both of those shows. This has that homecoming vibe. It was about them going to school at an HBCU. So I'm sold. It looks very different from the sitcom version of A Different World we're used to. It looks a bit more dramatic.
Yep.
Kind of reminds me of the way they did Bel Air, in comparison to the way Fresh Prince of Bel Air was. Now, I don't know anything about what the cadence will be like or what the tone will be like, going into it, if it will kind of be something similar, but it reminded me of that as well. I thought it was
I can
cool.
see why you say that.
I saw a lot going on, so I thought that was interesting. I see Ron's son is going to be there.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah, Ron was in the. He was in it. He was in the trailer
Mm-hmm.
as a dad.
Is that who asked,
We'll
"Where's the
see.
red carpet"?
I think so.
The son is the football player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you remember, and I thought this was interesting, this felt like a callback to Ron's dad. Because Ron's dad didn't want him to be in college. He wanted him to be running the dealership with him.
I do remember that.
So I thought that this was interesting. It seems like he's gonna have like a similar vibe as his dad, just in a different way. And then the main character, obviously, is Whitley and
Dwayne Wade's son.
Dwayne's daughter.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I know where this is going.
Hopefully, other people would like it enough to tune in.
What was wrong with it?
Just didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. This looked like a show for the kids. This didn't look like a show for me. And I know they're pitching it as a way to give fresh breath to a classic.
Mm-hmm.
And a way to give a different world to the younger folks. I don't think the younger folks are going to care about this. And the way that trailer
Really?
looked, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, because the younger folks loved Bel Air. To use your example, I don't think people are going to care about this. This trailer did not make me want to press play. And I'm a Different World fan, not as big a Different World fan as you, but I am a Different World fan. But I don't have any interest in this after watching the trailer. I was already on the fence, and after seeing this trailer, I'm like, nah, I'm cool, thanks.
It doesn't. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't look like your kind of show
At all.
So I like teen dramas.
Mm.
I like it. I don't think it matters that I'm not a teenager. It's a genre. Like it's a whole genre.
And to your credit, Euphoria was just the biggest show, right? Like, and Stranger Things, if you want to keep it about young folks, these shows do well.
I just watched Sterling Point that came out on Prime Video. That was good. They were college age, right? But they the thing is, I saw somebody talking about this a couple days ago on Threads about being able to suspend reality when you're watching television. And I think as an adult, you kind of, for a show like this, you kind of have to do that in order to appreciate it, I guess. I'm not saying that's what you need to do. I'm just saying I think that's part of my experience. I'm not really looking at it like, oh, like I necessarily relate to the people, the characters on the show, but do I understand them? Sure, you know. Um so I think there's part of that here. But I listen, every show is not for everybody. I don't and no, like if if this wasn't such a big deal, like something that people are talking about or something that is a sequel to something we already knew, this is probably not the show that I would bring to you as your friend, as your co-host. Like I wouldn't come to you and be like, "You know what? This is a different world show. You should check this out." I just don't I wouldn't have thought, outside of the fact that you've seen a different world, you like a different world. Yeah, I don't know if this would be the show that I would recommend to you. I don't know that you're their target
No,
audience.
I'm definitely
So
not. I'm definitely not.
I just, you know what I mean? Like I don't think there's anything wrong with you saying that you just don't think that it's for you. I get that.
Yeah, and I'm all for suspending reality. I'm a huge sci-fi fan. Like, I
Yeah,
watch
I
all
know.
type of sci-fi stuff. When you walk into something sci-fi, you very often are completely suspending your thought of reality, right? It's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think Darth Vader is real, right? Like, I don't think people just out here using the force to choke people from the other side of the screen, right?
Yeah.
But I
I
think it
don't mean you.
depends. I understand what you're saying, but I think it depends on what kind of show it is or what kind of
Hmm.
movie it is, right? If you tell me, hey, this rom com and this is a rom com, right? It's like, okay, so it's gonna be funny and romantic, and now I'm gonna, yeah, even there, I'm gonna suspend some reality. But I think depending on the type of content you make, people will or will not suspend reality and will have more lacks than other things.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, when I go see John Wick, I know John Wick is probably not going to die no matter what they do to him, right? Like, I know even if
Right.
they shoot him 12 times, he's going to somehow heal. Even though he doesn't have a Wolverine, Captain America, Deadpool healing
Right.
factor, right? But it's just like, well, he's a one-man army. That's the idea. In those movies, those people, ridiculous things happen to them and they just limp and keep
And they
going.
seldom die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, all right, but I'm still about to whip your ass. And it's like, your
Yeah.
bone is coming out of your leg. You're not even supposed to be able to walk right now. But you're gonna do,
Yeah.
you're gonna defeat a fifth degree black belt in the next fight scene. It's like, all right, I mean, so I think it's within the limits of what you create. Because even when I see stuff like the One Man Army movie, I'm like, all right, they really OD'd though. Because in my example here, where the guy has a bone coming out of his leg and shouldn't be able to walk, no, I don't expect you to just kick the fifth degree black belt's ass after that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna suspend reality, but how much though? Like, how much reality you want me to suspend? So
Yeah. And sorry. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
that's it. I was done.
I was gonna say it makes sense when I I like to watch, like those FBI shows, CIA shows. I love a good spy show. These people will get tortured. It'll be like 5 seasons of a show. One of the characters will get captured and tortured like at least 4 times, and you're like, but at some point, someone would have killed them, no?
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? So you have to kind of, like, sure, based on true things that happen, but also at what point do you die? Because no no one lives through all of that,
Yeah, it's like
but
my example I use all the time of Batman, right? Batman is a normal human being. That's the whole thing.
mhm,
He's rich, yes. He
yeah.
uses all these gadgets and things, yes. But when they have a guy take Batman and throw him through a building, and Batman just gets up and he's like, "You cracked my rib. Now I'm gonna fuck you up." I'm like, all right, this nigga should be dead. He was thrown through a building. Like, it's over. You can't just get up with one cracked rib and go fight the guy that's destroying the world. No, like let's have limits to what we do here.
Same as Spider-Man after having seen the new Spider-Man movie. When you think about I get that he has super strength and all of that, but when you think about certain things that happen, I won't give it away. I know people are still going to see it. There was a moment where I was like, shouldn't he have just?
No.
He shouldn't have lived through that.
Well, actually, I disagree because you got to understand that Spider-Man's healing ability is very different than a regular person.
Fair.
So
Fair. I just thought there was one particular moment, and we could talk about it off pod, but there was one particular moment where I was like, I get all of the other times he doesn't die, but there was one specific moment where I was like, shouldn't he have died
yeah, I understand.
there? But,